is you always pick a subject that's going to raise controversy within the audience, whether it be guns in society or now global warming. You don't shy away from those subjects which are probably amongst the most important in society. When I heard the subject you was going to speak about, my initial personal reaction was, this is going to take some believing. This is going to take some encouraging of me to change my personal viewpoint. But I think you put a great argument together. You came up here and stated different facts to support your argument. Some of which I got, some of which I still didn't really fully grasp. But that's because I think, more than anything, it's such a difficult subject to really pin down on specifics. I'm talking from a personal perspective now. I think I've seen in my lifetime that there is something going on with the planet. Whether it's man-created or something else is yet to be fully determined. But things like rising temperatures and rising water levels is affecting areas. And I think you put some arguments together to get me to think about those issues in a slightly different way. I wouldn't say at the end of it I was persuaded to necessarily come over to your side of thinking, but you definitely gave me some food for thought. The only areas where I would suggest that you could improve the speech going forward is to maybe put a bit more passion into it. With a subject like this, the way that you encourage people to come over to your side of the thinking is to speak from the heart and to speak with passion. I didn't see that too much in your speech. It was more a case of putting across some facts and figures that supported what your argument was without really coming from your heart and coming from the passion of what you felt about the subject. So if you were going to deliver this speech again, I would encourage you to have a bit more passion in it. I don't think the conclusion was that strong. I don't think you came around to a conclusion to inspire the audience to adopt your point of view. But I think it was a very structured speech, a very well put together speech, and I think you did a good job.
Oh my God, give me 2 seconds. Give it. Okay, I think Barry goes first.
David, loved your speech. I think you had a ton of questions, but it wasn't clear what your real viewpoint was. I think the speech might have been stronger. Steve mentioned passion. I think if you had gone full-blown conspiracy theorist or government official or picked a position, but you had kind of a variety of viewpoints scattered throughout. The other thing is be careful of your analogies. You referenced Tanzania as being a large area, and maybe I'm not as worldly as some other folks in the room. But perhaps if you use California or Arizona, someplace that some people in this room might better relate to understand the scope of the size.
Yes, David, I'm not going to comment on the content of your